I request the dignitaries taking part in the inaugural session to come on the dais. His Excellency Mr. Juan Carlos Marsan Aguilera, kindly come on the dais. Professor S.P. Ganguly ji, Professor Vibha Maurya ji. Before we start the program, the students of José Martí Public School of Delhi, the students will sing a song on José Martí. Kindly.
All life We stood for love, we stood for life. We wrote the hope, we wrote the pride. We stood for love, we stood for life. All we was, but we still could fight to bring the people truth and light. All we was, but we still could fight to bring the people truth and light. José Martí, José Martí, José Martí, we sing your name. José Martí, José Martí, José Martí, we sing your name. José Martí, so brave and strong, fought for freedom all night long. José Martí, so brave and strong, fought for freedom all night long. All night long, 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 all night long. He gave his life, he gave his voice, so Cuba could one day rejoice. He gave his life, he gave his voice, so Cuba could one day rejoice. Now we remember all we did, a hero kind us spirit brave. Now we remember all we did, a hero kind us spirit brave. José Martí, José Martí, José Martí, we sing your name. José Martí, José Martí, José Martí, we sing your name. Oh, José Martí, we sing your name. You lit the sky with freedom's flame. Oh, José Martí, we sing your name. You lit the sky with freedom's flame. Your voice will shine for all to see, a guide for truth and dignity. Your voice will shine for all to see, a guide for truth and dignity. José Martí, José Martí, José Martí, we sing your name. José Martí, José Martí, José Martí, we sing your name. 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 We sing your name. We sing your
Thank you so much. These are wonderful students from José Martí Sarvodaya Vidyalaya. Thank you so much. They are the students from 6th to 10th grade. Now, let me felicitate the dignitaries on the dais with our traditional gamocha and a packet of books. His Excellency Mr. Juan Carlos Marsan Aguilera, Ambassador, Embassy of Republic of Cuba in India. Professor S.P. Ganguly, eminent writer, translator and scholar. Professor Vibha Maurya, eminent writer, scholar, translator and academician. Excellencies, diplomats who are assembled here and friends. I am glad to welcome all of you for this ceremony to launch José Martí Yugapurush, edited and translated by Professor Vibha Maurya. Friends, in life, in general, it is young that soar high. From animal to plant kingdom to stars and planets, this can be seen. Even among the human races, one can see that the immortals like Jesus Christ to Adi Shankaracharya, to Swami Vivekananda, to Subramanya Bharati, to Vishwanatha Anand, to Usain Bolt, achieved their Himalayan feats when they were young. Humanity. Though these lines from one of his poems that I am going to read out now have been used in different situations, in different contexts, and for different purposes, I am using these lines to highlight how they highlight and illustrate these golden principles and the pure nature of his heart. I cultivate a white rose in July as in January for the sincere friend who gives me his hand frankly, and for the cruel person who tears out the heart with which I live. I cultivate neither nettles for thorns. I cultivate a white rose. The source is José Martí and US writers, published by University Press of Florida. Only great philosophers and the ones with such pristine hearts can think of that. Of course, every human being can have such a lofty vision and philosophy, but it is the great minds that perceive the oneness and holiness can express in powerful way, just like Emerson in the following lines. To the poet, to the philosopher, to the saint, all things are friendly and sacred, all events profitable, all days holy, all men divine. José Martí was a philosopher and original writer. He was a very knowledgeable man who knew many cultures and languages, but his writings bring out of his original thoughts. Like everyone, his paradigm in the early stages might have been conditioned by the cultures of his growing up, but soon he expanded his worldview through sheer hard work and dedication. Not before long, José Martí, like William Blake, marched and created his own vision and paradigm. Not many have done that in this world in the past 5,000 years or so. José Martí was not only different, excelled in the environments in which the life put him in, but he was a class apart. Professor Vibha Maurya has done exceptional work in selecting, editing and translating the essays, poems and stories in this volume. Professor Shyama Prasad Ganguly, who is an expert in Bengali, Spanish, Hindi and English, knows many distinguished Spanish writers and philosophers inside out. His Excellency Mr. Juan Carlos Marsan Aguilera, Ambassador, Embassy of Republic of Cuba in India, knows everything about the Spanish literary world in Cuba, Latin America and Spain. They all will present multiple facets of José Martí because José Martí was a multifaceted personality. All I am doing while welcoming all of you is to present a broad contour of the world of José Martí for the friends here. José Martí was a philosopher, but he was no armchair theorist or a dry philosopher. His heart beat for his homeland, freedom of his country people, liberation of the oppressed, equality all over the world, assertion of freedom everywhere, and most importantly, for the children. Among all the philosophers and writers of his time, it is José Martí who understood the value of investing on children and young people. He wrote that we write for children because it is they who know how to love, because it is children who are the hope for the world. That is why he wrote prolifically for children and produced 4 volumes of La Edad de Oro, that is the golden age for children. Though he excelled in a number of genres, it is his writings for children that are important to the world, especially after 130 plus years, and today is Marty's 130th death anniversary. It is this context that Professor Vibha Maurya's effort to bring out this work must be applauded, and my hearty congratulations to Professor Vibhaji for undertaking this work. And Sahitya Akademi is very proud to bring out this book now. His writing across the genres presently remarkably fresh metaphors, but in a simple presentation. I guess that is also important for any and every writer. One does not need Kantian level of complexity to understand that sensibility plus understanding is equal to knowledge. I have oversimplified, but I sincerely hope everyone understands my intention. One last thought, he was also a very good translator, and much of his translations took place when he was in the USA. His translations time again illustrate the advantage of resorting to the naturalness so that the readers and audience in the target language can easily comprehend and appreciate the cultural milieu of the source language. He wrote voluminous number of articles and columns. The corpus of his writings presents a different worldview to the ones to which we are accustomed. I sincerely hope the readers enjoy reading and welcoming this wonderful work, José Martí, Yugapurush. This volume is valuable for the development of children and contain a vast range of subjects and is bound to enrich the children's minds. With these few words, I am glad to welcome all of you for this book release function, and I also thank His Excellency, the Ambassador of Cuba, who has supported in publishing this volume by Sahitya Akademi. Thank you all. Now, I request the dignitaries on the dais to release the book, José Martí, Yugapurush. Thank you. Now I call upon His Excellency Juan Carlos Arsan Aguirre to say a few words. Before that, I will just briefly introduce, of course, many of the people who are present here, they may be knowing about him, but as an ambassador of Embassy of Republic of Cuba in India, engineer in automated management systems, Technological University of Havana, and he served as the extraordinary ambassador of the Republic of Cuba to Austria, Croatia and Slovenia, and is the permanent representative of the international organizations to the United Nations system. He served as the vice head of the Department of International Relations of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of Cuba. He has received various national decorations from the Young Communist League and the Confederation of Cuban Workers and the Golden Cross from the Austrian government for its contribution to the development of the relationships with that country. His Excellency. Kindly.
Thank you so much for your kind words. Good evening to everyone. I would like to start by thanking the professors and the students of the José Martí School here in Delhi for their beautiful performance of this song dedicated to José Martí. We use every year on January 28th, on the anniversary of birth of José Martí, and in May to pay a visit to a school and to share with the professors and students. And we really recognize the incredible job they are doing in order not only to provide knowledge to the children, but mainly values. It is the focus of the education in this specific school, José Martí in Delhi. It's very related to the item we are going to comment today in this activity. Well, I would like also to welcome my colleagues and ambassadors from the countries are here represented, for the diplomatic corps, for other embassies as well. The Deputy Director General of ICCR also present here. But I would like also to thank Professor Vibha Maurya, translator, editor, and author of the book that we are presenting here today, for the excellent work he has carried out in the last year. I would like also to thank the Sahitya Akademi for all its supports promoting the militarization of this project today. Allow me also to express gratitude to all my colleagues in the Embassy of Cuba, to my friend Alejandro Simancas, the previous ambassador of Cuba in Delhi, who really contribute to this idea to support Maurya in the idea to write this book about José Martí. And also I would like to recognize the Second Secretary, Malena Rojas, is here also present, because his consistency and follow-up of all this process. I would like to signify the importance of this book that we are launching today. It is the first book about José Martí in India, which is going to help the dissemination, knowledge, and understanding of this extraordinary Cuban writer and patriot. Its publication is taking place in the occasion of the 130th anniversary of his fall in combat, precisely a day like today, but in 1895. Therefore, this book is going to be a significant contribution for keeping alive the memory of the life and work of José Martí, and even more important, the validity of his immense legacy for the foregoing reasons. His extraordinary commitment for the freedom and independence of Cuba and all the Latin American Caribbean countries. To reach this goal, Martí dedicated his full life and energies at the price of immense sacrifice. The work carried out for many years for José Martí to achieve the unity of all the independent forces in Cuba in order to organize the necessary war against Spanish colonialism. The prominent role he gave to education in the process of formation of values, consciousness, and ideas in the new generations by saying, without education and culture, there is not possible freedom. His profound anti-imperialist thoughts, his vision of the real danger that the United States represented to our America, that located from the River Bravo to Patagonia, for its ambition of expansion and domination of our region. His sense of justice. He sentenced that the republic resulting from the independence war in Cuba should be with all and for the good of all. His universality. He is recognized as the most universal of Cubans. Homeland is humanity, he said. In fact, today's dreams will be tomorrow's realities, he said. His ability to reborn in the moments Cuba needs him. In 1902, in the 50th anniversary of his birth, Julio Antonio Mella was born. Mella was a follower of Martí ideas since the time he was in the school. After, he became a leader of Cuban students, founding the Federation of University Students and the First Communist Party of Cuba. He was assassinated by the dictator Machado at only 25 years old. In 1953, in the centenary of Martí's birth, when his ideals were rescued by Fidel and the group of young people who were the protagonists of the first March of Torches and the subsequent attack of the Barrack, Moncada, and Carlos Manuel de Cesper. I invite you to see a small video of one important moment this year on January 28th.
The Cubans illuminated the streets of Havana during the annual march of the
Okay.
illuminated the streets of Havana during the annual march of the torches celebrating the 172nd birth anniversary of their national hero, José Martí. Illuminators joined the rally alongside enthusiasts.
It's okay. Después, you can continue. You can continue. Okay.
Humans illuminated the streets of Havana during the annual march of the torches celebrating the 172nd birth anniversary of their national hero, José Martí. Illuminators joined the rally alongside enthusiastic students who proudly carried lit torches and waved student flags. Take a look at this visual.